Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Faith Talks, where we explore biblical truths and practical ways to live out our faith every day.
We're so glad you're joining us. Whether you're on your morning commute, taking a walk, or listening at home, thank you for spending a few minutes with us.
Today's episode is based on a message by Pastor Kyewoon Choi called Honor the Lord with Your Life, based on 1 Corinthians 10:31.
That's a verse many Christians know well. Whether then you eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God. It's a simple verse, but it has huge implications for everyday life.
Absolutely. Today we'll explore 3 practical ways we can honor God with our time, with our words and actions, with our resources. Let's get started.
When you hear the phrase, honor God, what comes to mind? For some people, it means going to church. For others, it means praying or reading the Bible. Those things certainly honor God, but Paul's words go much further.
Exactly. Paul says, whatever you do. That means honoring God isn't limited to Sunday mornings. It includes Monday mornings. It includes school, work, sports, family life, and even the ordinary moments of life.
In other words, honoring God isn't just something we do. It's a way of living. It's making Jesus the center of every area of our lives.
The first area Pastor Choi highlights is our time. And honestly, time may be one of the most valuable gifts God gives us. Every day we receive 24 hours. No one gets more, no one gets less.
I love the illustration he used. Imagine someone deposited $86,400 into your bank account every morning. At midnight, whatever remained disappeared. Wouldn't you use it carefully?
Of course, but that's exactly what happens with time. Every day, God gives us 86,400 seconds. Once they're gone, they're gone. You can't save them. You can't get them back.
That raises an important question. How are we using the time God has given us? Are we investing it? Or merely spending it?
Now, this doesn't mean every minute has to be productive. God gives us rest, recreation, and enjoyment too. But it does mean we should be intentional.
Pastor Choi encouraged young people especially to develop healthy habits early in life. Daily prayer, Bible reading, worship, serving others, helping family members. Those habits may seem small today, but over time they shape who we become.
I heard someone say, show me your daily habits, and I'll show you your future. That's true spiritually as well. When we honor God with our time, we're investing in the person God is calling us to become.
The second area is our words and actions. Jesus said in Matthew 5:16, "Let your light shine before others." People often form impressions about Christianity based on the Christians they know.
That's both exciting and challenging. Because our words matter, our attitudes matter. The way we treat people matters.
Pastor Choi shared a great illustration about toothpaste. Once toothpaste comes out of the tube, you can't put it back. Words are the same way. Once they're spoken, they can't be taken back.
We've all experienced that. A harsh word can hurt for years. A cruel comment can damage a friendship. A careless remark can leave a lasting wound.
But the opposite is also true. A kind word can encourage someone. A thoughtful word can bring healing. A loving word can change someone's day.
One practical question we can ask ourselves is, would Jesus be pleased with what I'm saying? Or maybe, would I be comfortable saying these words in front of my parents?
That's a pretty good filter. And this applies not only to spoken words, but also to social media posts, text messages, emails, and comments online.
The internet may feel private sometimes, but our witness follows us there too. Every word is an opportunity either to honor Christ or dishonor him.
Another point Pastor Choi made was about friendships. The people we spend time with influence us. Good friends encourage us to grow. Bad influences can slowly pull us away from God's best.
That's why choosing friends wisely is so important. The people around us often shape the direction of our lives.
So if we want to honor God, let's start with our words, our attitudes, and our everyday actions.
The third area is our resources. Some listeners may be thinking, I don't have much money. But this principle applies to everyone.
Because stewardship isn't about how much we have. It's about what we do with what God has entrusted to us. Everything ultimately comes from Him. Our abilities, our opportunities, our possessions, our finances, all gifts from God.
Pastor Choi used a simple illustration about an apple tree. An apple tree isn't meant to keep all its fruit for itself. The fruit is meant to be shared.
That's a beautiful picture of generosity. God blesses us so that we can bless others. He gives so that we can give.
This is why Christians give offerings. It's why churches support missions. It's why believers help people in need. Generosity reflects the heart of God.
And generosity isn't just about money. It can include giving your time, giving encouragement, sharing your talents, helping a neighbor, serving at church.
A generous life says, God has been good to me, and I want to share His goodness with others.
As we look at these three areas, time, words, and resources, we begin to see a bigger picture. Honoring God isn't one isolated act. It's a lifestyle.
Exactly. It's asking, how can I glorify God with this decision? How can I glorify God with this conversation? How can I glorify God with this opportunity?
It's living with the awareness that every part of life belongs to Him.
And here's the encouraging part. God isn't looking for perfection. He's looking for faithfulness. Every day is a new opportunity to honor Him.
Let's review today's 3 takeaways. Honor the Lord with your time. Honor the Lord with your words and actions. Honor the Lord with your resources.
And remember the words of 1 Corinthians 10:31. Whether then you eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God.
Whether you're at school, at work, at home, with friends, or sitting in traffic listening to this podcast, you can honor God right where you are.
A special thanks to Pastor Kyewoon Choi for the message that inspired today's discussion.
And thank you for joining us for another episode of Faith Talks.
Until next time,
Honor the Lord with your whole life.
and keep growing in faith.